My name is Muhammad Azmirul bin Saimi. I'm from AC22028.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Azhar bin Jing. I'm from AC22028.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Subrahman bin Ali Osman. I'm from AC22028.
Today we are going to
Present our project ECO 411 Macroeconomics.
Which is Chapter 6, Inflation and Unemployment.
Preview.
This is how to calculate the unemployment rate. Unemployment rate equals to the number of employment divided with labor force and times with 100. There is 4 types of unemployment, which is frictional unemployment, cyclical unemployment, structural unemployment, and seasonal unemployment. The first, frictional unemployment. Frictional unemployment is between jobs or they are entering or re-entering the labor force. It happens when in full employment people quit their job for their higher wages. The second point is cyclical unemployment. It means the lack of job because of downswing in a business cycle or recession. The third point is structural unemployment. It is due to the structural changes in economy of the country. For the example, technological advance. In technological advance, technological unemployment will be happen. It is because the labor do not alert about the changes in technology. The fourth point is seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment due to the situation variation activity of particular industry. For the example, changes in fashion trend or inherent nature of the industry.
This is the diagram for demand pull inflation. Demand pull inflation only occur when aggregate demand exceed the aggregate supply. As you can see from the diagram, increasement in the aggregate demand above the full employment is from AD0 to AD1, and the price is from P1 and P0 to P1, and the output is remain constant. It is involve inflation rising from increasement in the gross domestic product and unemployment falls. To solve this problem, the demand pull inflation, the government and the central bank can implement the fiscal policy such as increase the tax, decrease the government expenditure, and increase the interest rate. As the effect from the increasement of the tax, the consumer will spend less on the goods. This will affect the aggregate demand, which is it will decrease from AD1 to AD0. And this is the diagram for demand pull inflation. The cost push inflation only occur when the aggregate supply increase due to the increase of input price. For the demand pull inflation, it only occur when the aggregate demand exceed the aggregate supply, and for the cost push inflation only happen when the aggregate supply shift to the left. Demand pull inflation is due to the increase in demand in the market, and for the cost push inflation due to the increase in the input price. For example, increase in wages and raw material. This increasement will lead to the increasement in the cost push in demand pull inflation can be caused by expanding economy, increase in the government spending, and overseas growth. However, for the cost push inflation can be caused by increase in the input such as labor wages and raw material.
Okay, unemployment where labor force participants are available and willing to find job, but they are unable to find a job. There is a difference between cyclical unemployment and structural unemployment. As we can see here, cyclical unemployment is occur when there is a lack of job, resulting from a downswing of business cycle and a recession. But structural unemployment is arise due to a structural change in economic of our country.
There's 4 tools in monetary policy that government can use to overcome unemployment. First is open market cooperation. Second, lowering required reserve ratio. Third is lowering bank ratio or discount rate. And the last is lowering interest rate. The first point is open market cooperation. It means central bank buy government security in open market from public to increase the money supply. Therefore, consumer expenditure, investment, and aggregate demand will be increased, so that can lead classical unemployment decrease. The next point is lowering discount rate or bank rate. Discount rate or lowering discount rate or bank rate can make the loan the cost of borrowing is less. Firm will increase their investment by employing more workers, so that can overcome unemployment workers. Last but not least, lowering interest rate. Lowering interest rate encourage public to spending their money more to the government, so that this will increase aggregate demand, and the classical unemployment will be decreased.
There are 4 tools in monetary policy that we can use to cure inflation, which is first is open market operation, second, lowering reserve requirement, and third is lowering discount rate, and last is the lowering the interest rate. Okay. The first point is open market operation. In this open market operation, the central bank may buy a short-term bond, a securities, and treasury bill from individual as well as institution. Okay. That purchase can increase money supply and purchasing power of individual and firm, and so that the inflation can be cured from that. Okay. Second point is lowering the reserve requirement. Reserve requirement is refer to the amount of reserve of commercial bank are required to keep in the central bank. During period of inflation, the central bank lower his reserve to increase the cash resources of commercial bank. Okay. The third point is lowering the discount rate. Lowering the discount rate is also known as a bank rate. A decline in the discount rate is followed by a decline of interest rate, which lead to interest borrowing and interest investment by private business. Okay. The last but not least is lowering the interest rate. Central bank may persuade a commercial bank to decrease the rate of interest on deposit from a public. This will reduce the level of saving and increase the purchase of goods and services from the public.